Hi guys, good day. It's me, Teacher MJ. Our topic for today class, it's all about finding the measure of angles in a polygon. So without further ado, let's do this topic. So we will have plenty of examples class for you to really understand this one. So let's start with example number 1 class. You are told to find the measure of angle 1 up to angle 8. So we have given one exterior angle measure that's 115 degrees. And then we also have one interior angle measure that's 42 degrees. And we're looking for angle 1 up to angle 8. Now, the first thing that you need to remember, class, if you have given example like this, you need to recall, class, the straight angle. Now, if you have a straight line, class, okay, once again, if you have a straight line, you can form a straight angle. And a straight angle, class, it's always 180 degrees. Once again, class, if you have a straight line, you can form a straight angle. And a straight angle, class, it's always 180 degrees. Now, based on this given illustration, class, do we have a straight lines? Yup, we do have a straight lines. For this angle 1, class, we can find angle 1 because we know that this is a straight line and we can form a straight angle. And a straight angle, it's always 180 degrees. Therefore, angle 1 plus 115 degrees, it should be equal to 180 degrees. Therefore, to get angle 1, we just simply subtract 115 from 180 for us to get the measure of angle 1. Because angle 1 plus 115 degrees, it should be equal to 180 degrees because this is a straight line and we can form a straight angle. So I hope it's clear for you, class, for the straight angle. Once again, to find angle 1, this will be 180 degrees minus 115 degrees. So, once again, 0 minus 5, this cannot be. Borrow 1, this becomes 7. This becomes 10. 10 minus 5 is 5. 7 minus 1 is 6. 1 minus 1 is 0. So, that would be 65 degrees. Therefore, class, angle 1, that's 65 degrees. That's it, class, for angle 1. Easy, right? For angle 1. Now, how about, class, for angle 2? Can we find the measure of angle 2? Do we see a straight angle? Yup, we can actually see a straight angle. Angle 2 plus 42 degrees, it should be equal to 180 degrees. Because this is a straight line, we can form a straight angle. And a straight angle, it's always 180 degrees. Therefore, to get angle 2, okay, once again, to get angle 2, class, we can just simply subtract this 42 from 180. So that would be 180 degrees minus 42 degrees. So once again, 0 minus 2, that cannot be. Borrow 1, this becomes 7, this becomes 10. 10 minus 2 is 8. 7 minus 4 is 3. Bring down 1. 138 degrees. That's it, class. For angle 2. Angle 2, that's 138 degrees. So let me just label this one, class. Angle 1 is 65. Angle 2 is 138 degrees. Alright, so angle 3, class. Do we have a straight line for this one? Angle 2 and angle 3. Can we call this one straight line? Let me just draw this one, class. We have this line. And then we have this line. This is angle 2, right? This is angle 2. And this is angle 3 based on this illustration, class. Once again, angle 2 and angle 3. Question, can we form a straight line from angle 2 and angle 3? Yup. This is actually a straight line and we can form a straight angle. And a straight angle, class, it's always 180 degrees. Therefore, to get the measure of angle 3, okay, once again, because we can form a straight angle, let me just erase this one, class. We can form a straight angle, angle 2 and angle 3. This is a straight line. We can form a straight angle. And a straight angle, it's always 180 degrees if you add these two angles. So to get angle 3, that would be 180 minus 138 degrees. 180 degrees minus 138 degrees. So, of course, this will be 42, right? Because 42 plus 138, that's 180. So let's double check. 0 minus 8, that cannot be. This becomes 7. This becomes 10. 10 minus 8 is 2. 7 minus 3 is 4. 1 minus 1 is 0. So that would be 42 degrees. Therefore, class, angle 3, that's 42 degrees. Alright, so this is 42 degrees for angle 3. Alright, so therefore, this is also 138. Because 42 plus 138, that would be 180 degrees. Therefore, angle 4, that's 138 degrees. Easy, right, for this one? Alright, so angle 4, that's 138 degrees. Now, if you remember, class, the vertical angles. Do you still remember, class, the vertical angles? If you have two intersecting lines, it forms letter X, class. If you have two intersecting lines, it forms letter X. These are what we call, class, vertical angles. Now, this angle, class, will be congruent to this angle. If what would be the measure of this angle, it should be equal to this angle. If this is 40 degrees, therefore this is also 40 degrees. Now, if this is 140 degrees, this should be also 140 degrees because this angle is congruent to this angle. That's what we call, class, vertical angles. So you can always check, class, based on this given illustration, class, we know, check this one out, class. We know, class, that these angles are vertical angles. 42 degrees, opposite of 42 degrees, it forms letter X. Therefore, if this is 42, angle 3 should be 42. If this is 138, this angle 4, it should be equal to 138 degrees because these are vertical angles. So that's one way, class, to check if you answer it correctly. You can try to remember vertical angles. So you can actually use vertical angles, class, if you remember vertical angles. Let me just draw it again, class. Okay, for you to answer this one easily if you remember vertical angles. Once again, this is given 42 degrees a while ago. Okay, this is angle 4. This is angle 3. This is angle 2, right? And we have given 42 degrees and we find angle 2 a while ago, which is 138 degrees. Because this is a straight angle. Now, if you recall, class, vertical angles, even if without using the straight angle, class, we can just answer it right away. Because 138, the opposite angle is angle 4. It forms letter X, class. Once again, it forms letter X for the line. We can always remember or recall vertical angles. And vertical angles are congruent. Opposite angle, class, they are congruent. So this is 138 for angle 2. Angle 4, it should be equal to 138 degrees. If this is 42 degrees, angle 3, it should be equal to 42 degrees. Because this angle is congruent to this angle, and this angle will be congruent to this angle. Alright, so if you're confused, class, with vertical angles, do not be worried, class. We will be focusing on straight angle. Just focus, class, on straight angle if you forgot vertical angles. Alright, so next step, can we find angle 5? How about this one, class? Angle 5. How will we find angle 5? Now, let me just draw this one, class, for you to understand how to find angle 5. Okay, let me just draw the triangle again. Of course, we know that angle 1, this angle right here, class, this is 65 degrees, right? This is 65 degrees, and this is 42 for the triangle. Okay, once again, check the angle, class. Interior angles, we have 65 degrees, we have 42 degrees, and this is angle 5, right? Now, always remember this one, class, that in a triangle, class, the sum of these interior angles, if you add these three angles, it should be equal to 180 degrees. Any kinds of triangle, class. Once again, let me just draw another triangle. Okay, any kinds of triangle, class. If you add these three interior angles, it should be always equal to 180 degrees. Any kinds of triangle, class. If you add interior angles, it should be always equal to 180 degrees. Now, if you forgot that one, class, we can use the formula in finding the sum of interior angles in a polygon. So the formula, it says the sum of interior angles is equal to quantity n minus 2 times 180 degrees. Now, n there represents for the number of sides. So sum of a triangle, n, how many sides for triangle? 1, 2, 3. We have 3 sides. Minus 2 times 180 degrees. So the sum of interior angles, 3 minus 2, that's 1 times 180 degrees. 1 times 180. Therefore, the sum is equal to 180 degrees. That's why, class, I told you a while ago, any kinds of triangle, the sum of interior angles, it's always 180 degrees. So to do the mental math class, we can just simply add this up, add 42 and 65, and what would be their sum? We subtract it from 180 so that we can get angle 5. So you can do the mental math, but if it's hard for you, let's use this formula class. We have the sum equals this angle 42 degrees plus this angle plus 65 degrees, and we're looking for angle 5. Or to do it mentally, we just simply add this up and then we subtract it from 180. That would be the measure of angle 5. But to use the formula class, we have the sum equals 42 degrees plus 65 degrees plus angle 5. And we already have the sum, that's 180 degrees, equals, so we add this up, 42 plus 65, 42 plus 65, 5 plus 2 is 7, 4 plus 6 is 10. 107 degrees plus angle 5. So to get the measure of angle 5, we just simply transpose 107 from right to left. Once you transfer from this equal sign, you change the sign. This is positive 107, it will be negative 107. So this will be 180 degrees. This is positive, it will be negative 107 degrees equals angle 5. Question, sir, why do we need to transpose 107 degrees from right to left? So that plus the remaining equation on the right of this equal sign is only angle 5. That's why we need to transpose this one, so that we can combine all numbers. So 180 degrees minus 107 degrees, that would be the measure of angle 5. So 180 degrees minus 107 degrees. So 0 minus 7, that cannot be, borrow 1. This becomes 7, this becomes 10. 10 minus 7 is 3. 7 minus 0 is 7. 1 minus 1 is 0. 73 degrees. Alright, so angle 5, that is 73 degrees. So therefore, this is 73 degrees for angle 5. Alright, so that's it, class. How to find angle 5? You use the sum of interior angles of a triangle. So this is 73 degrees for angle 5. So therefore, to find angle 7, we can just simply subtract 73 from 180. Because this is a straight line, we can form a straight angle. And a straight angle, it's always 180 degrees. Okay, once again, 73 plus angle 7, it should be equal to 180 degrees. So to get angle 7, we subtract the 73 from 180. Always remember, class, if you master the vertical angles, of course, you know if this is 73 degrees for angle 5, it forms letter X, therefore, angle 6 should be 73 degrees. So let's check that later on, class. Straight angle, this will be 180 minus 73. So 0 minus 3, that cannot be. This becomes 7, this becomes 10. 10 minus 3 is 7. 7 minus 7 is 0. Bring down 1. So therefore, angle 7, that's 107 degrees. Alright, so angle 7, that's 107 degrees. Of course, if this is 107, this will be 73, right? Because 107 plus 73, that would be 108. Because this is a straight angle. So this will be angle 6, this is 73 degrees, sorry, for angle 6. And angle 8, vertical angles, that would be 107 degrees. Once again, if you forget vertical angles, angle 7 plus angle 6, straight angle, it should be equal to 180 degrees. So that would be 107 plus 73 for angle 6, that would be 180 degrees. And 73 plus, once again, straight angle, 73 plus 107, that would be 180 degrees. Or recall, class, vertical angles to check your answer. All set, class, for number 1. That's it, class. Alright, so let's try another example, class, for you to really understand this one. Let's have 2 more examples, class. Alright, so let's have example number 2. We have given 130 degrees angle, 80 degrees, 110 degrees, and we have this marking. Now, this marking, class, it means 90 degrees angle. That would be a right angle. Once again, if you have this marking, class, it's like a box. It means right angle, and right angle, that would be 90 degrees. And we're told to find X. Now, to solve for this one, class, the first thing that you need to do is you need to find the sum of this following interior angles. And once we get the sum, we can just simply add this up. Okay, you add these 4 angles and then we subtract it from the sum. Now, how to find the sum, sir? We do have the formula class, the sum of interior angles, that would be n minus 2 times 180 degrees. Now, once again, n represents for the number of sides. Now, what do you call, class, a polygon with 5 sides? So, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Polygon with 5 sides, we call that one pentagon. So, to find the sum of interior angles of a pentagon, this will be the formula. S equals quantity n minus 2 times 180 degrees. Alright, so substitute the value of n. So, copy S equals n, the number of sides. We have 5 sides, 5 minus 2, and then times 180 degrees. So, S equals 5 minus 2, that's 3, times 180 degrees. So, 3 times 180 degrees, the answer is 540 degrees. Alright, so this is 540 degrees. Now, once you get the sum, class, we can just simply add this up. We can add 130 plus 80 plus 110 plus 90. And what would be their sum? We subtract it from 540 degrees for us to get angle X. Once again, class, any kinds of pentagon, the sum of interior angles, it is always 540 degrees, class. Because we use the formula to get the sum of interior angles, and the answer is 540 degrees. Therefore, any kinds of pentagon, the sum of interior angles, it's always 540 degrees. If it's regular pentagon, irregular pentagon, it's always 540 degrees. Alright, so we can just simply add this up. So let's have this formula. Sum equals this angle, 130 degrees, plus 80 degrees, plus 110 degrees, plus 90 degrees, and then plus this angle X. Alright, so we have the sum, that's 540. So 540 degrees equals, we add this up, so 130 plus 80 plus 110 plus 90. So 0, bring down 0. 3 plus 8 is 11, plus 1, that's 12, plus 9, that's 21. 1, carry 2. 2 plus 1 is 3, plus 1 is 4. 410. So therefore, this is 410 plus X degrees. So to get the value of X, class, we can just simply transpose 410 from right to left so that the remaining equation will be only X. Now, once you transfer a number from this equal sign, you always change the sign, class. Once you transfer an equation, class, from this equal sign, you always change the sign. So do not forget degrees. So this will be 540 degrees minus 410 degrees equals X. X degrees. So 540 minus 410. So 540 minus 410. So 0. 4 minus 1 is 3. 5 minus 4 is 1. So this is 130 degrees for X. Alright, so X is equals to 130 degrees. That's it, class. All set. So this is 130 degrees. And we're all set, class, for number 2. So let's have, class, last example. Example number 3, class. Alright, so last one example, class. Example number 3. We have given 80 degrees, 55 degrees, 100 degrees, and 60 degrees. And we're told to find the value of X, Y, and Z. So in this scenario, class, based on this given illustration, we can create this triangle. Okay, this one triangle, class. This one. So we can create this one. Alright, so this will be 55 degrees. And then this is 80. And then this is Y, right? This one right here, class. I hope you see this one, class. This triangle, class, this will be 55, 80, and then Y degrees. We can find this angle, class, because we know that the sum of interior angles in a triangle, it's always 180 degrees. We already explained that one, class, a while ago in the first part of our video, the first example. We can just simply add this up and then we subtract it from 180. This will be the measure of this angle. So to do the mental math, class, easily, we can just simply add this up and then we subtract it from 180. So that's the thing there, class. Always remember that in a triangle, the sum of these interior angles, if you add these 3 interior angles, it is always 180 degrees. So always remember that one, class. So we can just simply add this up, or we can write this equation. So we have the sum equals this angle 1. Let's make it angle 1 plus this is angle 2, and then plus this angle right here, this y, alright, or y degrees. So we're looking for this angle. So we know that the sum is 180. So the sum is equal to 180 equals angle 1 is 55 degrees plus angle 2 is 80 degrees plus we're looking for y. Alright, and then this will be 180 degrees equals, you add this up, 55 plus 80, that would be 135 degrees, right? 55 plus 80, that's 135. And then copy plus y degrees. And to get the value of y, we can just simply transpose 135 from right to left. And do not forget to change the sign. This will be 180 degrees minus 135 degrees equals y degrees. So 180 minus 35, what's the answer, class? 180 minus 135. So 0 minus 5, that cannot be. Borrow 1, this becomes 7. This becomes 10. 10 minus 5 is 5. 7 minus 3 is 4. This will be 45 degrees. 1 minus 1 is 0. So that would be 45 degrees for y. Alright, so 45 degrees for y. So therefore, this y right here, I'll just put it here. Y is equals to 45 degrees. All set for y. So this is 45 degrees. Alright, so what will be the value of this x, class? Can we find the value of x? Yup, we can actually find the value of x because this is a triangle and we know that the sum of these three interior angles, this angle right here, plus this angle, plus this angle, plus this angle, it should be equal to 180 degrees. Now, using the mental math class without the calculation, without using the equation, we know this is 60 plus 100. 60 plus 100, that would be 160, right? So therefore, x will be 20 because 20 plus 60, that's 80, plus 100, that would be 180. Therefore, class, this x will be 20 degrees. Alright, so x is equals to 20 degrees. We're done with x, class. So this is 20. Okay, so this will be 20 degrees. This is 45 degrees. Therefore, we can now find the value of z, right? So to find the value of z, we can just simply add this up. And then we subtract it from 180 because this is a triangle, a small triangle. So 20 plus 45, and then we subtract it from 180 to get the value of z. Okay, once again, class, if we draw this one, this small triangle, I hope you get this one, class. This is a small triangle. Alright, so this is 20 degrees. And this is 45 for y. This one, class, the small triangle. And we're looking for z. Right, z degrees. So therefore, we can just simply add this up. 20 plus 45, and then we subtract it from 180. Or we can have this equation, s equals, this is our first angle, 20 degrees. Second angle plus 45 degrees. Plus z degrees. So once again, the sum of this angle, it should be equal to 180 degrees. Equals, so 20 plus 45, that would be 65 degrees. Plus z degrees. We transpose 65 from right to left. So this will be 180. Once we transfer an equation from this equal sign, you always change the sign. This is positive 65. It will be negative 65 degrees equals z degrees. So 180 minus 65. Let's subtract that. 180 minus 65. So 0 minus 5, that cannot be. Borrow 1, this becomes 7. This becomes 10. 10 minus 5 is 5. 7 minus 6 is 1. Bring down 1. This will be 115. So 115 degrees for z. Alright, so z is equals to 115 degrees. So this is 115 degrees. We don't have enough space, class. Let me just write it here. 115 degrees. All set, class. That's the answer for example number 3. So I hope you learned something new today. Once again, class, if you have some questions, class, do not hesitate to ask, class. You put your question on the comment section down below. Once again, class, do not forget to like, share, and subscribe. You share it to your friends and to your classmates so that we can help more students. Once again, class, this is Teacher MJ. Have a great day, class. Goodbye for now. Bye-bye.